introduction about foreign worker, I will explain in general and the adaptation in Malaysia. Foreign worker, also known as immigrant, are individuals who work in another country for a variety of reasons. As we all know, hiring foreign worker is motivated by a variety of factors, including labor shortage and a desire to reduce labor costs. As a result, Malaysia is one of the developing countries with a large number of foreign workers, particularly in the manufacturing sector. They are primarily from Indonesia, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Sri Lanka. Many of them come to Malaysia after being approached by agent or middlemen. In order to secure their business, agents are prone to making pleasant agreements about the wage, the employer, and the types of work. Foreign workers, on the other hand, must pay their promised wages and stay in Malaysia. Based on the slide, this graph is the statistic of number of foreign workers in 2011 until 2017. Of September 2019, 1.98 million regular migrant workers were employed in Malaysia, according to official data from the Immigration Department of the Ministry of Home Affairs. This accounts for approximately 20% of the labor force in the country. In February 2022, the hiring freeze for migrant workers was lifted. Despite the renewal of this restriction, Malaysia has not seen a significant return of migrant workers due to slow government approval and lengthy Memorandum of Understanding, which is MOU, negotiations with Indonesia and Bangladesh on migrant worker recruitment and protection.
For the importance of hiring foreign workers, the first point is to cover up the labor shortage. It is because most of the Malaysians are being picky when it comes to choose their career. Hence, foreign workers fulfill their quota. As example, most of the janitor in Malaysia was worked by the foreign workers. Second, it is to fulfill the position in heavy industry. It is because most of the foreign workers has advanced skill in heavy industry, such as construction. For the incoming impact from hiring foreign workers, the first one is to get the equal right as locals. Foreign workers earn the wages based on Malaysian minimum wage, which is 1,015 ringgit per month. 80% from the wages was sent back to the origin countries without contributing to Malaysia. Second, demand equals right. Some of the foreigner workers have seized locals' rights such as open their own business illegally without paying tax. Third, repression among foreigner workers. Certain employers take advantage on the foreigner workers in terms of wage violation and violence violation.
Next, we move on to the existing solutions part. The first point is work permits are restricted to subordinate positions and specific industries. According to the issues that arises that most foreign workers whose permits have expired chose not to return to their country of origin, staying illegally. Some have even launched enterprises here, such as food stores, roadside booths, and market stalls. To overcome this issue, foreign workers who seek to work in Malaysia must have their applications reviewed by relevant government bodies such as the Ministry of Manpower. The employees sponsoring firm must also collaborate with the authorities to ensure the workers' admission. Besides that, work permit is an important document that serves as formal authority to remain and work in a specific nation. Malaysia, a famous tourist destination, also has a variety of job options for individuals having valid Malaysian work permits. Staying beyond the permitted period in Malaysia is an offence under Section 15, Subsection 4 of the Immigration Act 1959/63, Act 155, which is a violation of Section 15, Subsection 1C of the same Act. The second existing solution is increased surveillance at the country's borders and double law enforcement operations. According to the Ministry of the Interior (KDN) records in 2019, a total of 42,451 criminal cases involving foreigners were documented from 2016 to August 2019. In certain circumstances, foreign employees are illegal immigrants who enter the country with fraudulent documents. The country's seas should also be better guarded to prevent them from penetrating via sea channels. As a result, the community should work as spies for the authorities, reporting questionable acts involving foreign immigrants, and the authorities must also be honest in carrying out their responsibilities. According to Datuk Seri Hamzah Zainuddin, Malaysia's Home Minister was quoted as saying that the Director General of Immigration, NSC 2022, can use current legislation to act against any unwanted foreigners in Malaysia. Now, we move to the new solutions. There are 3 points of new solution. The first one is limit the number of low-skilled foreign workers in certain industry. To overcome the issue of the minimum wage, restriction only favors foreign workers. The government must devise methods to avoid friction between foreign and local workers. Therefore, the employer must decrease the hiring of less competent foreign workers by conducting a validation or selection session that includes an examination of the workers' abilities, education, expertise, and work experience. This is carried out to prevent high risk of foreign employees and to keep the Malaysian economy steady. The second point of new solution is by increase the use of the digital application of the rights of foreign workers so that it is easier and this issue of operation can be overcome more efficiently. As everyone knows, the case of employers oppressing foreign workers has become a habit even though the government has already enforced the law that has been set. Therefore, increasing the use of right application for repression foreign workers can give oppressed workers the opportunity to voice their rights and the employer will be punished directly through the existing application. For example, an application established by Simple Motion Sendirian Berhad recently developed Click and Care, a digital healthcare app for foreign workers in Malaysia. This can also help Malaysia compete in the technology industry with other industrialized countries. Lastly, the new solution is conduct an induction program of culture towards foreigners. This is because all the foreigners did not know about the regulations and culture of Malaysian people. Thus, a foreigner who comes from a different culture and nation will bring new ideas and fresh solutions to issues that are occurring.
Moving forward to the next part, which is analysis of the solution. The first analysis is skilled foreigner come to work. Immigration Department of Malaysia control foreigner workers by establish standard as a mandatory. This is to curb the influx of foreign workers who are healthy and able to work with a good skill, leading to an increase in the economy of the company and the country. Next, we can secure local wages and economic development based on the strong border protection. This help ensure that Malaysia workers are paid a fair wages by preventing business from competing with illegal foreigners. Additionally, it helps in preventing terrorists and criminals from entering the country to commit crime and launch attack. Next, Malaysia should control the density of foreigners by providing the quota approval for selected sector. Foreigner working under contract is a temporary that company can have a longer time to find the skilled and loyal worker from the local. Furthermore, a digital application to voice the right can satisfy all parties related to the organization. The feedback given can solve the problem arise more effectively. In addition, employers can avoid from interracial fight by become fair and just to get a harmonious environment. Lastly, we can prevent from the miscommunication while conducting an induction program. The firm should motivate the workers to join the system, performing the target given. The workers will know how to counting their salary, the benefit from the company to avoid from the misunderstanding.
After investigating and analysing the issue of foreign worker in Malaysia, we can see that recruiting foreign worker has both benefit and drawback. Now, look at the first 4 issues. If Malaysia firstly take action by create strong border control, effectively fight corruption, take seriously the sentencing of those who breach trust, and correctly implement existing law, the problem of dumping foreign employees, especially illegal foreign workers, all of these issues can be resolved. But if we consider an issue like the mistreatment of immigrant labor, this is a problem that must be treated seriously since it may influence how foreigners view Malaysia. Holding a cultural induction program for foreigners is the suggested option for this issue. In this approach, employers must make sure that before hiring foreign workers, those individuals are aware of and adaptable to Malaysian environments. Employers must also offer comfort and control to foreign workers to keep them under control. Taking a reference from Dr. Muhammad Mizan article, Managing Foreign Worker, Learning from Singapore, which published in Malaysia Kini, show that Singapore is a good example of a country that successfully handled its immigrant workforce by putting immigrant workers in a planned, well-organized settlement. Furthermore, the Ministry of Labour and Singapore Security have data and record for each of them. The contractor provide and maintain fairly frequent transportation from the settlement or dormitory to the construction site. To provide some leisure, they can go outside and amuse themselves at predetermined time and locations that have been gazetted to satisfy their impulse. The Singaporean government can then be aware of all the movement and activity that the foreign worker they are engaging in. In actuality, it is the best way to control not only illegal conduct but also any action that could endanger national security. This is a strong first step in reducing extremist and terrorist activity among foreign employees. To conclude, as we are the one that invite and bring them in, we are responsible for handling all the issues related to managing foreign worker. Thus, it is important to address the exploitation of foreign worker in the right manner to protect their welfare while ensuring that Malaysia's security is not compromised.